Shanti, how can you experience God in the world?
Yes. Previously I explained God is within. Go within and know thyself, that I am that. I am one with God. God and I are not separate. But to experience God, scriptures explain with the symbol of Om. This is the symbol of Om. Om, and there is mantra, Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. I have explained in the books. Brahman or God is complete, perfect or whole. And from God, the world is projected. World means Jagat is projected. And Jagat is also carbon copy of God. But Brahman is projected as Jagat or world. But world is illusion. Like you stand in front of 50 mirrors. All 50 mirrors reflect you. And all reflections are alike. But you can remove the reflection, but you remain the same. Okay. Or the moon, same moon reflects in different container. You empty the container, moon doesn't appear. So the world is a reflection of God, and it is also perfect. Jagat is made in the image of God. So we can experience God in the world. God is expressed as Sat, Chit and Anand. Chitta means consciousness. What is consciousness? Consciousness refers to supreme intelligence. So if we want to experience God in the world, look at supreme intelligence. Just so much intelligence you cannot comprehend. Science is so much advanced and technology, they cannot produce human being or they cannot prevent the death. They are limited. Even I saw a recent report that they are doing brain surgery, brain surgery of some disease that kills them using some virus. Which virus was that?
Polio.
Huh?
Polio.
Polio, a polio virus. And they found tremendous result. Just what I derived is intelligence within the cell. Cells have so much intelligence to protect themselves. So with this polio vaccination, trying to fool it. And you can see intelligence. Look at intelligence. You know why we have eyes here and ears here? Why don't they have in the back? Why do our arms bend? Why fingers? And with all the technology, we can produce mechanical arms and legs and then connect with the wires, but still far short of intelligence. So God's creation is so fantastic. In the spring, plants come up. When it rains, frogs and other creatures come up. Just look at outside and you can be under awe. Cosmic intelligence. That cosmic intelligence everywhere. What more proof do we need of God? So the God is cosmic intelligence because it is built in. The insects, they try to protect themselves. Just everything is just reproduction, continuation of cycle. So God is expressed as creator Brahma, sustainer Vishnu, and destroyer Shiva. Matter of fact, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, or proton, neutron, and electron at atomic level is the inner intelligence. So much intelligence within the atom. This is when we become fascinated by God, the creator. So that one aspect is Chitta, supreme consciousness, all knowing, all pervading. Even knows your mind. If you do any act, violent act, you can bypass the laws and you can win in the court, but it registers. That means it is beyond the mind, it registers deep within. God hears you. There is a story, the master wanted to choose the hair for their organization. They gave them, just one fruit, and they say, just break the fruit and bring it to me. Only condition is that you break the fruit that nobody watches. Everyone broke the fruit and brought it. When one disciple says, I cannot bring the fruit because I cannot break it because I saw God within me watching me. Because of the God's power, I was trying to break. So that gives the idea. Intelligence deep within us. Supreme consciousness. This Supreme consciousness has no beginning or end. That means anadi. Anadi means without beginning. Ananta means without boundaries. So if something doesn't have beginning and doesn't have boundary, where would be fear? That is Sat. Sat means immortal. It is not born or not dying. And then another thing is the cause of everything, cause of intelligence, cause of happiness. And that is called Ananda. Ananda means bliss, reservoir of bliss that never gets depleted, self-sustained. So this is why the symbol Om is represented Sat, Chit and Anand. So this is only representation. Then they represented God with different arms, different characteristic, different instrument they carry, just to express mythologically the power of God. So this is God. So all the forces of nature serve selflessly. Oceans, rivers, trees, everything works selflessly. So we have to learn the lesson from them and serve selflessly. We appreciate. How do we appreciate God? We do prayer, but not prayer for asking for relief of pain or gaining some wealth. People usually worship, 4 kinds of devotees worship. Arthra, who are suffering. Arthra, another one is seeking. So Arthra, those who are hunting for pleasure, curious, and then man of wisdom. Arthra, Artharthi. Artharthi means looking for pleasure. Jignasu means curious, and Gnani. So this is what we do. So prayer should be to admire God is without condition. Just like you hear some music and you are impressed by it, then you want to meet the composer. You see the art, you are impressed. Imagine, entire universe, art and music. So you want to meet God. And that is called prayer, that is called bhakti, that is the devotion. And that is how we can meet God. Seeing God's presence in everything, because God is homogeneous with His creation. There is not a single atom, not a single item that doesn't have consciousness within it. This is where God is. So really, instead of using the mind, we become humble and look at the beauty and admire the beauty, how we can really experience God. Then we see God in other living creatures. So we have love and compassion. We have love and compassion for animals, insects, plant life. And this is why great masters were so much filled with compassion. Not external compassion. One has to start with compassion for human beings, then animals, then insects, then plant, according to their capacity. So these are the 2 ways. One is experience God within, other is experience God outside. Okay.